So surprisingly we got chapter 144 spoilers early. Yesterday actually, thanks to Donut on Twitter. Like usual with these spoiler videos, I'm just gonna give a quick summary about the chapter, and go over the whole thing in my review when the chapter officially drops. But yeah, this chapter seems much more chill compared to the last chapter. By that I mean we don't really continue off from the last chapter with the kiss. Unfortunately no reactions from Aqua Ruby either. Instead, chapter 144 pretty much opens with the narrator explaining how chaotic filming can be due to having to film sequences out of order. Like the current scene they're doing is the hospital scene. And there's a good chunk of Melt and Ruby interaction in this chapter because Melt is playing Goro. Of course, at first, Ruby appears to be pretty apprehensive towards Melt's performance as the doctor. I mean, it makes sense considering how much she's been around Goro and looks up to him. I mean, she literally just technically kissed him last chapter. And like, Ruby's really going in on Melt because of his performance, and even tells him how important she believes his role is. It's kinda sad too because Melt already gets hated on for being a supposed Medicore actor, but it turns out that Melt actually understands the role of Goro as a hardcore Ai fan, and the type of fan he is. He's able to figure out a lot of this due to the backstory, which mentions Serena in a way. She was the patient who influenced Goro before dying. Once Ruby realizes Melt might actually understand Goro, Ruby completely flips her opinion of him. Ruby went from a straight up hater to saying that Melt passes, and that she actually enjoyed Melt's performance during the Tokyo Blade play. She really starts acting like a fan, and it's crazy how fast she seemed to flip. But later on though, we see Ruby outside, and see a bird on a branch before looking again to see the Curl Girl sitting in that same spot. Almost like the Curl Girl transformed. Even Ruby points out how it seems that the Curl Girl really does appear everywhere. She tries to figure it out, but of course the Curl Girl ain't gonna reveal all her secrets. According to the translation, Curl Girl actually says Ruby shouldn't even try to understand the mystery of the gods. Almost like it's confirming Tsukiyomi is a god. I mean, her name itself helps that theory a ton. She even explains that there are many different gods later on, and it seems like godhood is really becoming a thing in the story. Like, there are gods who created the world apparently, and created souls, and even some who aren't even aware they're gods. That makes me wonder if she's talking about Ruby, Aqua, or maybe even Ai or Hikaru. It's pretty interesting. She even says that they have received help from the gods without even knowing, which is crazy. Maybe there are times early in the story when Aqua and Ruby were assisted by the gods and didn't even notice. Or maybe Tsukiyomi just talking about herself because she is a bit full of herself sometimes. Even Ruby says she sounds all high and mighty before asking the real question at the end of the chapter. Can the Curl Girl even act? Looks like the Curl Girl will be doing her scenes next chapter, which will be funny to see. But unfortunately, we will be getting another break before chapter 145. But yeah, it's definitely a much more relaxed chapter compared to the last one. At least the community will be able to rest a bit, but I know a lot of us still wanted to see what happened after they kissed. Maybe we'll get a flashback eventually, but it could also be that Aqua didn't want to linger on it too long and move on. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about the leaks in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video too, please drop a like and subscribe. Hope to see you all again for my chapter review too. Peace.